You're now listening to the 11:30 podcast. Enjoy the show.
Nasty, hateful, insane nation that ever existed.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the 11:30 podcast. What's good, how everybody doing out there? Appreciate everyone tuning back in, man. If you're new to the show, you're new to the podcast, definitely do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below, like it, leave a comment, and share it. And don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. You guys, man, you know what time it is. It's not 7:30, it's 11:30, man. It's the season finale. I don't really go by seasons though, but I've been rocking for some time. This is the last episode before I go on break, man. So, man, it's been a wonderful journey. Man, my son's birthday is next month. He's gonna be turning 1, and take some little time and come back bigger and hotter than ever. With the 11:30 podcast. But you guys, man, appreciate everyone once again tuning in. This is going to be a great show. I have a awesome guest, you guys, great guest that's going to be joining me here on the 11:30 podcast show, season finale, man. Great guest, Ron Godfrey, you guys. Ron Godfrey. I'm so excited, man. Yes, actor, producer, award-winning publishing author, you guys, entrepreneur, award nominee. Yo, man, it's going to be great chatting with him. Ron Godfrey. So I'm all fun side. He's played in Hulu's Mike. If you haven't checked that out, that's a great TV series on Hulu. He definitely played in Max's HBO Max, The Staircase, TV One, Fatal Attraction, just to name a few. My guy's all over the place, man. So it's going to be a great time chatting with him. But before I bring on my awesome guest, you guys, like I said, this is the last episode before I take a little break, man, and come back, bigger and better. I want to thank everyone once again. Thank every single one that tuned into the 11:30 podcast on Wednesdays, that subscribed, that liked it, that did everything, man. I'm just amazing. I'm just amazed. A lot of people tell me I'm amazing, and I say thank you. But I'm just amazed that all the feedback and all the people that tune in and all the emails that people hit me up and say, hey man, I would love to be on the 11:30 podcast, or I have a guest that would be a great fit to be on the 11:30 podcast. So I want to thank every single one of you guys. I want to thank everyone um, that I reached out into some of the groups on Facebook, definitely in the Black Podcast Network group, man. Just a bunch of people, man, that I had on the 11:30 podcast since also returning from the holiday break in late January, early February. Man, it was just amazing guests that have been on the show. So I thank everyone who have subscribed and shared the 11:30 podcast on social media, all the followers. I thank you guys so much, man. And when I came back from this journey, or when I came back from break, uh, to this journey of podcasting, man, I was just having so much conflict of, man, will people still watch? Will people still interested? Will I still be able to do this and stuff like that? So, man, oh man, the fact that God bless me to give it another shot and go at it and inspire each and every one, or someone, man, out there, man, that's wonderful, man. It's definitely wonderful. And I share my stories, like I said, from since becoming a dad, when I came back from podcasting, man, and so many stories, and me being a dad sort of inspired my new show, beyond 11:30. 11 beyond 11:30, you guys will be returning this fall, you guys. It was only 6 episodes of the first season. It was some, trying to get guests, all in the right order and, together. But you guys, beyond 11:30 will return this fall. And man, oh man, I gotta thank everyone who tuned in to the wrestling podcast on Fridays, and when I release it on Saturdays as well. And also, I want to give everyone an update. since I'm going on break, I will get the audio side all together, you guys. I know some of the episodes has been not uploaded from the audio side, so you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everything. Those will definitely be uploaded, so you can go back and check out some of the episodes if you just on a ride or you at work or whatever like that. So I appreciate everyone tuning in on YouTube for Talk Pro Wrestling. Big, massive wrestling fan. From the bloodline situation, from everything that's going on, and AEW and just wrestling, man. I thank everyone, man, for real. This has been a great, awesome time and just experience, man, because I always wanted to do this, man. And my brother really gave me that inspiration, man. I love you, Isaac, man. It's going up from here. He gave me that inspiration, man. What did you want to do, man? He said, man, what you want to do? And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, but he like, man, come on, that ain't the Dre I know. He know what he want to do, man. And he gave me a laptop. And and I'm be real with you. He said, "Man, don't be on that jump doing nothing crazy." And I said, "Nah, man, I'm gonna put it to use, man." And I put it to use, and it just started with the podcast. And like I said, he was an inspiration, and I always saw myself doing this, but didn't know how, and didn't, have the resources, man. And I want to thank my brother Isaac, man, for helping me find my purpose, man, and being that guardian angel, man. I just want to thank everyone, all my family, for the love and support, man. For real. But you guys, I'm not gonna keep rambling on and thanking everyone, man. I'm just, I'm humble and I just gotta uh give all the love back to you guys, man, who send the love my way, for real. But you guys, man, I got an awesome guest coming up right now, man. We gonna get into it. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Like I said, actor, producer, award-winning publishing author. You guys, you might have seen him in Mike on Hulu, TV One's Fatal Attraction. He played in BET's American Soul. You guys, man, my man is all over the place. All over the place. He's been acting his ass off, man. He's really good. Yo, we about to bring on my awesome guest, man. For real. My guy, Ron Godfrey. What's going on with you? How's everything, man?
How you doing?
How's it going? How's it going? I'm doing wonderful, man. Doing
Good.
wonderful. I'm blessed, man. How's everything?
Everything is going well. Thank you so much. I couldn't be more blessed.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. How life treating you? How's everything?
Everything is well. I got a lot going on. Like I say, I'm dressed up now because when I leave the interview, I'm going to an award ceremony where I'm nominated for 3 awards tonight, and so and I'm a finalist for 2 of the awards. So I'll be heading out to that as soon as we're done.
Okay. Well, what awards you being nominated for tonight, man? That sounds real awesome.
I'm nominated for Best Lead Actor, Best SAG Actor, and Humanitarian.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna send all the blessings your way, man, and hope you win them awards, man, tonight. That's gonna be really fun. But I did my homework when you but for my listeners and viewers, man, that's here joining me on the podcast, man. Tell everyone about Ron, man.
Well, I'm 52, and I started my acting career 10 years ago. And God has been really good to me thus far. I started in theater, and then I branched off into TV and film, and that's what I've been doing. I'm a father of 5. I lost my youngest boy, my 6-year-old Jeremiah. I lost him this past November to brain cancer, but he's still with me. And since then, I started a foundation in his honor. It's called the Jeremiah L. Godfrey Brain Cancer Research Foundation. And everything is going well. I'm getting great support from people all over the country and even parts of the world. So I'm just doing my thing and leaving a legacy for my children and enjoying life as I go.
Hey man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Sorry for your loss, and
Thank
that's
you.
amazing that you're starting that foundation. You said you've been doing this acting thing for about 10 years. You started in theater. What got you, in the whole acting thing, man? Because
But
you're really good at it. You're nominated for some awards and everything. So,
well, the funny thing is I never dreamt of being an actor.
oh wow,
I've always wanted to be an entertainer when it came to music because I sing and I play keyboards and drums as well. So I was just woke up one day and I was like, you know what, I'm going to be an actor. And 4 months later, I was on stage debuting as an actor. And here I am 10 years later, and I'm on some major platforms, winning awards and all kind of stuff going on.
Hey man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And you're real determined. You like how you said. You was just like you woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna be an actor, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's the and you put it to it. You was determined, consistent, and your motto, man. I love how you got your motto is grind and conquer, man. Talk to me
Yes.
about that.
Grind and Conquer is actually my brand of my athletic wear, my active
Okay.
wear clothing line. I came up with the idea in the gym actually some years ago, and I remember I was bench pressing and I was on my last set and I was like, man, I got to put this grind in. I got to conquer this. I got to conquer this. And then I stopped in my tracks and I said, wait, grind, conquer, grind, conquer. And then as time went on, I thought about how it can relate to everyday life because we're all on a
Mhm.
grind trying to conquer our goals that we have set for ourselves. And then I came up with the emblem that consists of two eagles and a crown in the middle. And if you know anything about eagles, eagles don't fly with any other bird. They either fly alone or fly with other eagles. And when storms come up, when other birds are seeking shelter, the eagle is able to fly above the storm and keep going. So we can relate that to life, man. We no matter what kind of storm comes about, we got to rise above it and keep going.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely like that motto, though. Definitely like that. And you was like grand, though. How was the grand for you, though? You definitely getting into the music, in the entertainment world, and into acting, and challenges that you faced it with the grand.
Oh wow. A lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of let down. But that's all part of it. You know what I mean? And you just have to keep going. You have to be committed and you have to be consistent. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hours involved, but it pays off, especially if you have the right mentality. You know,
Mhm.
and you have to. I tell people all the time, and this is something I live by, that the top of one mountain is the bottom of another, so you have to keep climbing.
Mm, yes, you got to keep climbing, man, and you can't give up. I tell a lot of people also, man, giving up is definitely not an option. You just got to
Right.
keep going and got to keep pushing, and definitely have faith and believing in yourself, man, and keep grinding. You just never know, man. And
Exactly.
I like your persistence in grind, man, because you just never stopping. And then you also conquering a lot of things, whether you're conquering music or conquering the entertainment world and acting and stuff. You also conquer severe depression and stuff. And with mental health in the black community being a really, really big thing, can you talk on, conquering, depression and also mental health in the black community?
Yeah. I have a book out called Crying Out in the Dark. It's my autobiography, and I talk about my dealings with depression and things that caused it and how I overcame. And one thing about it, it was an icebreaker for many people, especially men in our community, in the black community, because we are so prideful, and it's not it's not of our own doing, but it was a stigma that we have been under for a long time, which is you don't show weakness, especially in front of other women or this and that and the other. You always have to show strength. But what's happening is that we're suppressing those feelings, and then next thing you know, when they erupt, you don't know. It's like a volcano. You don't know which way the lava is going to go, or it's going to spew out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I talk about it, and I released it back in 2020, and it's still selling. And right now on Amazon, I think it's holding at a 4.8, 4.7 out of 5. So it's still doing really good.
Hey man, that's awesome. That's really awesome, man. Especially, I talk about it a lot, man. I definitely had to ask, you, man, on conquering that, and that I think that's also amazing. That, you're conquering, depression and just everyone out there conquering stuff, man. Because I tell a lot of people, man, me being in a wheelchair and having a disability and being a person that was shy and being in front of a camera when growing up, and now conquering a lot of my fears and been doing this for about going on 4 years, and it helped me kind of like open up and had so many opportunities, with it, and been an inspiration too to many others. So I think that's wonderful, really, really wonderful. I spoke about your acting and you playing in multiple series and movies and TV series, and I gotta ask you on one show that I recently saw on Hulu that you played in also was the series Mike. How was that and working on set with all those wonderful individuals?
Oh man, I got to tell you, that was a great opportunity, great experience being on set with Tavante Rhodes, excuse me, and Mr. Russell Hornsby, and along with other great actors and actresses. I had a chance to sit down and talk with Russell Hornsby for quite some time, and just him sharing a lot of his experience and dropping gems into me and just really, pouring into me. It really meant a lot, and just to play alongside of him and others in that series, it was a great opportunity, and it's an opportunity and experience I'll never forget.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. What's been your favorite character to play? Because when you get into the role, man, you get into it, man, and just it takes off. And I love how you just turn into just another character. So what been your favorite role, or if you don't have a favorite, what would be a role that you would love to play?
Um, oh man, I don't have a favorite, to be honest with you. I would like to do more roles as like a doctor or even like an attorney or
Okay,
judge. I've done a lot of roles where I play detective, lead detective. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to film a new movie, two new movies actually next month. One, I'm a captain, and then the other, I'm lead detective. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
I am in another series called it's called Covenant. I'm sorry, my mind is going. I got so much stuff going on. It's called Covenant, and it's on the All Black Network. And I actually play a doctor.
okay.
And so yeah, that was a great experience as well. So yeah, I would like to play more roles as, like I said, judges or attorneys, anything like that. I even play a bad boy role if I have to. Just to
Okay.
just to kind of break it up.
I like it. I like it. Have you ever, looked back on something and was like, I don't think I liked it that one, or maybe something that just didn't enjoy.
Yeah, I'm always critiquing myself. I
Okay,
even
okay,
even now to this day, I've got things out there that I filmed 5, 6 years ago, and I still go back and I critique that. As if I've
oh
never seen it
wow,
before. I go back and say, hey, I could do better than that, or I could have done better. And then even like with Mike, um, I go back and look at my role as Desiree Washington's father, and I'm like, okay, I could have been a little bit more forward with that, or I could have been less this. And I'm always critiquing myself because I'm always out to try to better myself.
okay, okay. I dig it. I dig it. I'm sort of like that too. Always critiquing yourself. You just want to be the better version of yourself, though.
Right.
Okay, I dig it. I dig it. What's some advice that you would give to a young entrepreneur, a young actor, want to, get into the acting world or be a producer?
Um, just be committed. Make sure that it's something that you want to do. Be consistent, because without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you'll never finish. And you have to be both. Okay, and it's not going to be easy. A lot of people get into it expecting it to be easy because we make it look easy, but a lot of people don't get to see behind the scenes of what we go through to put the project together. You know what I mean? And so, just be committed, be consistent. When you're on set, be quiet, open your ears, be a sponge, and always remember that ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So don't expect it to be easy, but once you get to the end, the reward is very bright.
I dig it, man. I dig it. I love it. I love the confidence and everything. What inspires you? What keeps you motivated on a day-to-day basis, though?
Um, my children inspire me, my mother inspired me, and just the thought of wanting to um, leave a legacy for my children. Even though three of my children are grown, I still have my baby girl. She's 4, Harmony, and I still want to leave a long-lasting legacy for them. And I wake up with the mentality that quitting is never an option, and then I have no choice. So I have to do this in order to reach the goals that I'm reaching for. I have to do this. I have no choice. There's no other options. And quitting is never an option. So I have to get out there. I have to grind. I have to conquer and go get that crown of victory.
Hey, Definitely, definitely. Quitting is not an option, man. One thing is for certain. If you quit, nothing is going to happen. But if you keep going, it's a big possibilities out there for you. Definitely
Right.
big possibilities. Like I mentioned, man, it's Father's Day weekend and stuff. Any big plans? And also, quick question. What does being a dad, a black dad means to you, in this world, as a father?
Oh wow. Well, to answer your first question, I don't have any like huge plans. I'm in Atlanta now, and after tonight, I'll be in North Carolina, South Carolina, and North Carolina for the
Okay.
next day or two, and then I have to be off somewhere else. I'm always on my grind. Uh,
Okay.
but being a father, it, you never know until you experience. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I remember there was a time after I became a dad. I called my mother one time. She had to crack up because I said, "Mom," I said, "I am so sorry for everything I put you through." Because the scripture is true to what it says. Whatever a man sow, he shall reap it. It don't tell you how
Yes.
you're gonna reap it. So I had my mother cracking up. I said, "Mom, I am so sorry for everything I put you." And I wasn't a bad child, but the things that I did do, I said, "Mom, I'm so sorry." And she said, "What's for?" I said, "Because the things that I put you through, what mine have put me through." And she just cracked up. She said, "I knew it was gonna come one day." So, but I love it, man. I love it. I love my children. I'm in contact with them consistently, weekly, and so it's just important, especially in this day and time, to
Mhm.
no matter how old they are, to be in
Mhm.
contact with your children, especially if you have young children. Like I said, I have a 4-year old. And then I had my 6-year old. Unfortunately, again, he passed away. But even when he was here, I was always visible. I tried to be as visible as possible, even though we lived in two different states. But I still tried to be visible by, phone call, video call, or when I would visit. When I would go visit, I stayed, a few days at a time, and they always heard my voice. That's important
Mhm.
because so many children out there now are lost
Mhm.
because of the demise of the parents. You know what I mean? And just because the parents don't make it doesn't mean that you stop being a parent. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You gotta be, especially fathers, especially fathers. We gotta be active in our children's lives.
Hey, right about that, man. So right about that. You said one thing that just had me cracking up inside, where you reap what you sow, and I'm a new dad, man, and
Okay,
I got a 10 month.
congratulations.
Thank you. He's actually 10 months. His birthday coming up. He'll be 11 months actually at the end of this month, and his birthday next month. So he'll be one time just flies by, and it hit me when times where he's getting them dressed, and I know how I was, with my mom giving her a heartache, and I'd be like, "Oh, mom, man, he just be moving with it, can't stay still. Just I
Right.
see what I used to do to
Yeah.
you," and she like, "Man, you understand," and
Right.
as they say, you'll understand when you have kids of your own. So,
Exactly.
man, it's definitely a joy, man. And what's one thing that uh black fathers should any advice that should teach teach kids, growing up, because you said a lot of kids, are definitely lost of, because, the demands of the parents.
Um, respect, respect, and like I'm real big on my children respecting their mother. I'm real big on that. I remember times when my middle son, his mom would call me and say, "Hey, he doing this, he doing that," and I would get on the phone and lay him out. Listen, I don't care how mad you get. That's your mother. That's not your sister, not your cousin. That's your mother. And I remember my mother. She's good at going back in time about me. She told me one time that yeah, I'm serious. If she was sitting here right now, she would go way back in time and just give you a whole history about. But I remember one time I tried. She called it soprano voice. I tried to get in soprano voice with her, and she said, "Boy, if you don't lower your," she said that one time, and I didn't do it no more. Because she had this way of just her facial expressions, and I guess that's where I get mine from, because she had this way of like making her face look like trouble. Like you just getting ready to get the skin just
Yeah.
ripped off of you in a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, I know what you're talking
You
about.
know, so I mean, she would just look at me, you know, and so, but I would tell dads and or children, respect your mother, respect your parents, period.
Yeah.
Respect your parents, because if you do that, your days on earth will be long.
Mhm.
Because, like I tell my kids, I was here before you. Where you at, I've already been. So I'm trying to keep you from experiencing some of the things that I experienced that wasn't so good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I would tell them.
I got you. I got you. I know what you're saying. Usually dads and some my mom did have that look to give you that one look, and
Yeah.
that's it. You know,
Oh
you
yeah.
just know to get your stuff together though.
Yes,
I
sir.
dig it. I dig it, Ron, man. It was awesome having you on the show, man. Really great time chatting with you though. One last question though. If you could do a movie, TV show with any actor, actress, that you love, grew up loving, who would it be?
I get asked that question a lot. And if I had the opportunity right now, which I'm still praying on, I would love to be in a movie with Mr. Forrest Whitaker,
Mm,
Samuel L. Jackson, Morris Chestnut,
okay.
Viola Davis.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if it's one scene, just to have the opportunity. And it's coming. It's coming.
Hey,
Because
hey, I like.
within the next couple of years, you're gonna see me at the Oscars, brother. I'm not just gonna be sitting there. They're gonna call my name.
I believe it, man. I'm a
Yes, sir.
firm, I'm a big believing, of faith and having, believe and stuff. So I definitely believe that you could definitely conquer that, man. And do whatever you put your mind to, man. But once again,
Yes, sir.
Ron, I ain't gonna take too much of your time. I appreciate you for coming through on the 11:30 podcast show. Congratulations on all the nominees on the awards and TV shows and movies that you have been in and also produced, man. And I wish you nothing but the best. But before you go, any questions, any shout outs, anything you'd like to say?
Oh no, I would just like to leave my social media information.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram at I am Ron Godfrey. I'm on Facebook. I am Ron Godfrey. My website is rongodfrey.com, and my LinkedIn is I am Ron Godfrey. So I'm not hard to find. Just put in Ron Godfrey. If you want to Google me, you put in Ron Godfrey, you'll find me. So
Hey man, not hard to find, man. For real, he's nominated for a whole lot of awards. Once again, congratulations. I wish you nothing but success. Keep killing it. And once again, thank you for coming through here on the 11:30 podcast show. For everyone, sit tight. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
thank you.
TV is more than cable for less than cable. More unexpected plot twists.
Ooh.
Less unexpected fees. More committing to new shows.
Ooh.
Less committing to an annual contract. More being held in suspense. Less being held on hold. More modern. More simple. More than cable for less than cable. Try YouTube TV for free.
Back here on the 11:30 podcast. Appreciate everyone sticking with me throughout the break, man. Great show. Awesome guest, Ron Godfrey. Thank you for coming through here on the 11:30 podcast, man. Really busy guy, man. He had to hurry up and get to an award show, man. He was nominated for some awards, man. So great guest that was here on the 11:30 podcast. All the links will be down below. You can follow him on Instagram, Facebook. Go to his website, check him out. Definitely check out Mike on Hulu. Definitely check him out on TV One's Fatal Attraction, HBO Max's The Staircase, and more. Man, he got some upcoming projects, man. So definitely visit his website down below, man. For real, it's really a great season finale. Really, really great season finale. I originally had another guest. Some things didn't line up. They had to reschedule with her. But you guys, man, like I said, I'm about to go on break. Yeah, I'm about to go on break. But this is the last episode of the main show, episode 169. Next year, man, we're gonna be celebrating 200 episodes, man. So that's amazing. I'm thinking about that as well. I don't want to think too far ahead. But also the 4-year anniversary coming up this December. So man, just so much stuff coming up. And far as and I said I'm taking a break real soon. I'm about to take a break. The 11:30 podcast. Well, no episode this week. The season finale will be next week, you guys. Next week, Money in the Bank week. It's going crazy, man. For real, it's definitely going crazy. Before I get back to a little bit of wrestling and wrap it up here with the WTF moment, I want to shout out my boys, Warren Marlowe and my guy Blackheart. The commission talks, man. We've been killing it since we came back. We took a little break, but we've been killing it. So man, shout them out. Off the Top Ropes Podcast Network, the OTTR Mob. And shout out to Buzzing with Marlo, man, for real. And all the wrestling podcasts is out there. Dirty Hills, Java Tears Network, Call Up Podcast, man, Tino's Time. Man, it's just so many. When I hate kind of like mentioning names though, and then you forget them. Everybody be like, no, why you forget about me? But yeah, man, shout out to everyone, man, and not even the wrestling side, just everyone else, man, just whoever podcasts and just going at it, man. And my fiance said one thing the other day. She's just trying to get into her groove with what she really want to do, because I believe in her like she believed in me. So she's like, man, it's so hard, when everyone is doing the same thing. And man, boy, oh boy, man, I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, yeah, you right. But you know what? You got to be the best at what you do. Don't worry about what everybody else doing. And I know it's 2023. Everybody on TikTok, social media, they doing this, they doing that, whatever like that. But long as you are being yourself and you being real and being authentic and staying true to you are who you are and stuff like that, you ain't got to worry about all these other people who's doing the same thing you're doing, man. Like I just mentioned, 4 years would be in December. A lot of people that when I started out in December of 2019 and kind of like really got in my groove, I want to say about March-ish, April-ish, maybe, sort of. Took me a little time. Yeah, and my first guest went into like that next year in like July or June. So, it took me a while to get in my groove, but at the same time, man, like you just gotta, forget what they doing, man. And a lot of people, like I was just mentioning, because I almost, forgot. Uh, a lot of people when I started, they not doing it no more. A lot of people are not doing it no more, man. So it's a lot of things are oversaturated. But man, if you could be the best, man, and inspire others, man, and just be different and man, that's all that matters for real. That's all that matters. And I understand, man, you trying to stand out. You're a lion in a cage with all these other lions or lioness, and what makes you different than all the other rest, man? You got to stand out and and be you. Just be the best, man. Definitely. Be the best, man. I don't know. I had to say that. Definitely had to say that. But you guys, man, great show. Like I was just saying, Talk Pro Wrestling. The season finale will be July 1st, you guys. Yes, July 1st. I will give you back. I will give you guys an update on the actual time. Because Money in the Bank starts at 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and it'll probably be over about 7 o'clock ish. So more than likely I'll probably do the post show following Money in the Bank and everything that went down on Money in the Bank. And from Monday Night Raw this past Monday, I said it on Talk Pro Wrestling. Logan Paul, instead of him doing what I thought he would do and what someone said that he would do, because someone said that he would come down and rush into the Money in the Bank ladder match, sort of like how Brock Lesnar did a couple of years ago, and he wasn't in it. He just came down, climbed the briefcase, and won it. Bull, come on, man, come on. So, but yeah, he's in it, and this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. I'm still rooting for my guy L.A. Knight. Yeah, let me talk to you for real. That's going to be awesome, man. Talk Pro Wrestling season finale, January 1st, though. But you guys, man, before I head on out of here and wrap it up, you guys, man, you know what time it is. Man. It's time for the WTF moment of the week, you guys. Yes, WTF moment of the week, man. Been a crazy, crazy week. So many WTF moments throughout the season, man. But you guys, man, check this out. WTF.
Search and rescue operation is now underway in the North Atlantic this morning after a mini sub disappeared on its way to the wreck of the Titanic. It's operated by the U.S.-based company called Ocean Gate Expeditions. Now, we know that 5 people were on board, but so far we've only been able to identify 3 of them. They are British explorer Hamish Harding, Pakistani businessman, that's Shahzada Dawood, and Dawood's son, his name is Suleiman.
The vessel is underway around 900 miles east of Cape Cod, near where the Titanic sank and where the water reaches around 13,000 feet deep. The Coast Guard here in Boston says the sub lost contact on Sunday, about an hour and 45 minutes into its dive.
The expedition began with at most 96 hours of oxygen on board for the 5 people hoping to view the Titanic's wreckage.
It is a remote area, and it is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area.
Now rescuers are racing against the clock to find the missing submersible.
This is not a thrill ride for tourists. It's much more.
For years, it was mainly scientists who visited the famous shipwreck, located nearly 2.5 miles under the ocean surface. But 2 years ago, the company Ocean Gate Expeditions began taking tourists.
Ocean Gate Expeditions offers you the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a specially trained crew member safely diving to the Titanic wreckage site.
The price tag, around $250,000. Last summer, OceanGate hosted CBS Sunday Morning correspondent David Pogue, who joined a group trying to visit the wreckage. The expedition had several starts and stops, attributed to bad weather, rough seas, and issues with communication.
We were lost. We were lost for 2.5 hours.
When Pogue pointed out some unusual aspects of the sub, OceanGate's CEO Stockton Rush assured him it was safe.
So the pressure vessel is not MacGyver at all, because that's where we work with Boeing and NASA and the University of Washington. Everything else can fail. Your thrusters can go, your lights can go, you're still going to be safe.
Among those now believed to be missing, British billionaire and Guinness World Record holder Hamish Harding.
Nervous and very scared. It's not good. It really isn't good. It will be a miracle if the crew returns alive.
But experts say there's still hope. Butch Hendrick has been performing water rescues for 5 decades.
We still, in theory, have more than 30 hours to recover this unit if it has not flooded. That's a lot of time in the world of rescue. Keep in mind, very often some of these incredible rescues have been done in a matter of minutes, while it took days to discover.
Man, WTF all the way. Man. But you guys, man, I'm about to head on out of here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank everyone for supporting the 1130 podcast and subscribing and following on all social media platforms, man. But don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms if you haven't done so, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram at the 1130 podcast _ Yes, at the 1130 podcast _ subscribe here on YouTube, man. What you waiting for? I know a lot of people check out the episode. I look at the analytics, man. And, people watch and don't hit that subscribe button, man. For real. Man, we boys and we close, man. You gotta hit that subscribe button. You gotta like that jump. Watch the video, man. Put the phone down and just walk away, man. For real. Come on, man. Support it. You gotta support each other, man. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. But you guys, man, it's been a great season, great episode. I can't wait to join you guys back here when I come back, man, in the fall. More than likely in September, an actual date will be announced. Man, some great stories and great times to experience, man. But everyone, thank everyone so much, man. Until next time, enjoy the summer. For real, I hope all the dads out there enjoy Father's Day. It was nothing like Mother's Day, though. But we will talk about that another time. Yo, man, great show. Ron Godfrey, thank you for joining me here on the 1130 podcast show. Until next time, you guys, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, and I'm out.